Today may be early access day for us Sparking Zero Season Pass holders, but it looks like V-Jump decided to release a new gameplay preview. Luckily, the DLC is not out yet for us early access holders, and in case you aren't aware, if you don't actually have early access, no worries, you'll be able to play that January 24th. So this is a 2-minute and 23-second trailer. We'll go ahead and watch this, and then we have some Dragon Ball Daima DLC information for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot to get into. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this, and keep in mind the video footage is not exactly in HD. That's really just because of the Twitter compression. I have it on 1080p, as you can see, but it doesn't come across as clear as you would hope, which is a little unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. So like I said, we're going to take a look at this and then look at the Daima DLC new information screenshots. That is pretty impressive. So one thing I really like about this Gohan is it's a new model, of course, very different from his regular model that is in the game already. Like you saw him wearing the glasses and the cape, and he throws the cape off with the glasses. The Super Saiyan went quick, so did the Ultimate Gohan. We're already in Beast, which is pretty cool. Beast is looking fresh. Now, that's actually a Dokkan reference. I'm sorry I'm not into Dokkan like that. I know some people are obsessed with Dokkan Battle. I think it's alright. I remember I played it for a bit, but I ended up having my account erased, and I basically quit. That was like a year after it came out, so I'm way behind on Dokkan Battle. Orange Piccolo looks pretty fresh as well. He looks pretty good. And so yeah, this is like a short, and they have like a longer gameplay video that I will leave in the description. That's like 15 minutes. I know Slow Plays re-uploaded it to his channel. I'm not really in the business of just re-uploading those longer gameplay clips. I'll just go ahead and link to the longer clip. And yeah, just taking a look at Giant Piccolo fighting Cell Max is so cool. I'm like so excited for this DLC. It's unfortunate that we're not getting any story DLC, but it is what it is. We're getting like 3 new custom missions, so I guess that's, you know, whatever. But Gamma 1 is looking cool as well. I always liked that attack. I always thought it was pretty cool. And then Gamma 2, of course. I know some people were disappointed we didn't get Pan, and we didn't get, you know, Gotenks or Trunks or Goten, but maybe they'll come eventually, depending on how long of a lifespan this game has. If Xenoverse 2 is anything to go off of, it'll probably be pretty long. So yeah, Cell Max actually looks like he has a decent bit of health there. Alright, and then Beast Gohan. Are we going to end it on Beast Gohan looking cool? Yeah, we are. Gotta get that special beam cannon showing off. So that's a pretty good look at his special beam cannon animation that we didn't really get a good look at in the previous trailer. And there's the win animation. How cool. What a cool looking guy. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the Daima information. And as promised, here's a look at the Dragon Ball Daima DLC. The screenshots look pretty good, I gotta say. It's like a pretty good adaptation of the anime. Now, in case you weren't aware, this is going to adapt the first 8 episodes. Don't worry, we'll get this text translated with Google Translate. We don't have the official translations out from Shonen Games yet. I say official, but you know, it's just like fan translations. But from what I understand, he's a pretty good translator. So this is probably going to end, since episode 8 had the Tamagami 3 fight with Goku. That's probably where the DLC will end, like with that fight. And then, of course, the next DLC will probably mainly be about Goku going to the second Demon Realm, maybe, you know, playing as Vegeta and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Now, let's get into the translations to actually see what they're talking about in this little screenshot preview here. So, been released, you'll definitely get hooked. The latest DLC for the newest adventure in the mysterious Great Dragon Demon World has been really, keep in mind this is Google Translate. Some of this text is very small, so just bear with me here. A great adventure in the world of Daima, the 7th DLC is set in the Great Demon World. The release date and price is not confirmed yet. It says to be announced. And in case you weren't aware, this is simply part 1, so we are for sure getting part 2. The Adventure of Daima is now available as a downloadable content pack. The Demon World is recreated in a vast field, allowing you to experience and explore the story. Look forward to the adventure of the adventurers in the Demon World, which no one has seen before. So like I said, mainly going to be in the 3rd Demon World, a field that recreates the world of Daima. It looks fun. I mean, playing as Kid Goku, even though this isn't, you know, OG Dragon Ball Kid Goku. Hopefully this is a sign of more things to come. I mean, I know it's not exactly translating one-to-one, but my main hope is that this is so good and people are like so excited that they just reuse the animations for this Kid Goku. And I mean, they already had a Kid Goku in a previous DLC pack, but I would like to see more OG Dragon Ball DLC. And then all of this is just like, you know, stuff that we already know. It's just talking about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, how good it's doing. 8 million copies, breakthrough, big deal, woohoo. Volume divided into 2 parts, of course. Part 1 is a re-experience of episodes 1 to 8 of Daima. That's interesting, and honestly gives us some hints at how Daima will be paced. Because if this is part 1 and it's 1 through 8, then the next part is going to be the final part because it's divided into 2 parts. And then part 2 would be from episode 9 to episode 20, because if you weren't aware, Daima is 20 episodes. So if Dragon Ball Daima is separated into 2 parts and part 2 is 9 to 20, that should tell us, as far as Dragon Ball Daima is concerned, they're going to have like some big battles coming up soon, and they'll probably have that paced with the DLC to where, you know, in part 2 of this DLC, you're exploring the second Demon Realm briefly, but mainly going to be in the third Demon Realm, fighting, you know, some bosses, you know, so maybe we'll have some Majin Ku fights, some Majin Buu fights, things like that. And I guess there is an interesting thing to be discussed is, are we going to play as Do and Ku fighting Tamagami 1? Because if you don't, then Tamagami 1 is basically going to be defeated off screen. They'll probably do a cinematic if they don't end up letting you play as Tamagami 1 and, I mean, not Tamagami 1, but as Do and Ku. But look at this screenshot here. I mean, I like it. It looks like he's walking around. I'm assuming you'll be flying. I know that he was basically struggling to fly, but he eventually got the hang of flying, so I do hope that we actually... Oh, but you know what? They were those like giant stalks that they could like launch, and you could like basically get launched like the Tao Pai Pai pillar. So I'm assuming that's also going to be a popular method of transportation. Not confirmed. I'm just speculating on some of the transportation that we could see. And then it looks like you got the campfire scene. So yeah, it looks to be basically what it's advertised to be, a pretty faithful adaptation of Dragon Ball Daima and Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So are you guys excited for this? I know I am. Some people, of course, are a bit more excited about this, you know, some Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gameplay. If you are, that's cool too. We got both news stories in the same day coming from VJump. No news on Dragon Ball Super Manga's one-shot yet. If there is any, I will keep you guys posted. Anyways, guys, that will be it for me for this video. Bit of a shorter video, pretty self-explanatory. Daima DLC preview, Sparking Zero DLC preview. So if you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and please subscribe to keep up to date with all things Dragon Ball news and commentary. And I will see you in the next one. Peace off.